Hannah K is really helping me keep my hair healthy and strong. I have the Essentials Kit, which includes the Nourishing Scalp Oil, the Scalp Massager, and the Satin Bonnet. The Nourishing Scalp Oil is formulated to deliver maximum nourishment to your hair. It contains avocado, castor, and jojoba oil. The Scalp Massager increases blood circulation and promotes hair growth. And I never go to bed without my Satin Bonnet. So if you live with dry, itchy scalp like I do, you should really check out Hannah K. The products are pretty awesome.
Hello. We back again. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Yeah, man, this Hannah K on my bed is what we talking about, huh?
Yeah. So we got a special guest in the house tonight. I think what was the last episode, or was it? It was episode 2 when we had Hannah K as a sponsor, right?
I believe it was episode 2. Yeah.
Right. So today we have the official unveiling of one of her products, one of her main products, actually. Yeah. It was this guy's been rubbing on his face since we got here.
Man, chill. You got hey man, you got to get you some Hannah K, man. I'm telling you, I got my beard glistening. I don't know if you can see this out in TV land if you on your computer. I'm saying you better get your pixels right. You know what I'm saying? This thing glistening in here, boy.
Yeah, this guy over here. So anyway, talk about it. Like I said,
talk about it.
We have the product, the special setup. We have the entire setup today. Yeah. So
where they could get that from?
Well, she's going to come on and she's going to break that. I don't want to get too far into that. We're going to let her get into it. Well, HannahK.com.
Never can hit them with the link.
It's HannahKBeauty.com.
Okay. All right.
You understand?
All right.
We know.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a talk behind the scenes.
I might have to zoom up on that a little bit later. Yeah. But, and other words, what's going on with you, brother? Other words, what's the word with you? How you feeling?
Man, I started a new job, man.
This guy got a job.
Yeah. Yo, I had to. You know what? I had to get a job. I had to get a job so I could push this I ain't going back single, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It make financial sense.
Talk about the single.
Well, the single, I dropped it in January.
Uh-huh.
I got over
what's the stream?
20,000 streams.
Yeah, I was about to say, because everybody, first thing they look at now is like how many streams you got.
Yeah, but I'm
right off the bat.
I really would like to be at 1 million at this point. So I'm to me it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So right. I gotta push a little bit harder. It's kind of my fault. I took a break.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You did take a break.
A
lot of you guys that I know, you guys took a break.
Yeah, I'm doing the daddy. I'm doing the daddy thing. You know what I'm saying? Gotta spend time with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, your kids. The kids need you. You gotta spend time with your kids. Yeah, definitely. But
back to the mix again.
Yeah, back to the mix again. So I got some topics that have been kind of on my mind.
Talk about
it. A couple, some me and my girl and some of my friends and some, family members that I know, we was having a conversation about, about some of the topics that guys are really kind of on this, like, women gotta fall in line movement.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just kind of want to know what you guys think about that, what you think about that, because it's a touchy topic right now. It's kind of touchy.
As far as women falling in line?
Right. So one of the words that was used was I'm trying to remember. Submission. Right? Yeah, I think that was where I took. Right. So to submit. Guys say, all right, I need you to be more submissive. What does that really mean? Women want to know, what does that really mean when you say, I need you to be more submissive? Everybody out there that's in the chat, y'all type, y'all get in the chat, let us know. But like that's important. Like that seems to be very important right now. So, what you think about that, T? Yeah, give me some feedback on that.
I'm saying be more submissive. I'm saying I don't really look at my women as that.
As submissive.
No.
Okay.
Now my girl is definitely not submissive.
Right.
At all. Like.
Right. Well, all right. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying? Like, can they, I think that, and I don't want to say nothing to get you slapped up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get punched in the head and then like that. Door lock? All right, we got door lock, so I don't want you to get punched in the head. But, like, I think, your girl may be submissive in some aspects.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Not submissive to nothing stupid, but if you say something, she going.
I'm sure if you. I'm sure if you was if our life was a real, you would probably be able to pick and point out certain times to where you right.
Right, because I think that if you're in a relationship, you it's going to be times when you're going to have to be submissive, as a woman. Or you know what? Let's change that word, right? Let's use a different word. Let's say you're going to have to compromise, right? You're going to have to compromise a little more than just, let's use that word.
Muscling your way.
Right. Instead of just saying, all right, cool.
It's my way or the highway.
It's my way or the highway. You got to get out. Because I get thrown around on,
I'm saying,
both sides.
That come with age? That come with age and maturity?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
as I got older, I didn't really pay attention to too much shenanigans when it came to dealing with women.
I believe too.
Versus being younger,
it make a difference on what you striving for too. You know what I'm saying? As individuals and as a couple, you know what I mean?
Right.
Makes a big difference.
Right. Yeah, now you gotta be able to get along. You gotta be able to communicate. If you can't communicate with your girl or your husband or your man or you know what I'm saying, or your wife, then that shit gonna be spicy. Y'all probably ain't gonna be together long, or y'all gonna have a wild ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be different. I've seen some. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, then you know that I've seen some. You know what I'm saying? So I seen some stuff in the Bronx, in the Lower East Side. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think good communication is. I think that that always leaves space on the table to give you the option to say, all right, cool, I'm okay with that. And also direction. See, a lot of times we don't talk about the direction of things. So, for example, a guy could say, all right, I want you to be submissive, but submission, being submissive or being in submission, it kind of sounds like you're putting somebody in the fucking, pardon me, you're putting somebody in a headlock and you tell them, don't move, make me a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bend over, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's like you get a little, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so that's how women are taking that word. You saying submit. That sounds a little like put these handcuffs on and go sit in the corner. And when I'm ready for sexual intercourse, come on out. Because that's how that's
the sound. Like. The sound bite on that one's gonna be crazy. They gonna take that one and just rewind it like that's all you said.
Yeah. We know.
It's
cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. What you think, man?
I'm saying, listen, man. As far as submission goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the belief of if you got a certain type of paper, you know what I'm saying? Women is submitting to a certain type of paper. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
I ain't say it though, y'all.
Let's be honest.
I didn't have to say it this time. I didn't say it. So, all right, cool. Yeah, so I kind of agree with that a little bit. I think,
I'm saying, yo, listen, the viewers out there, I'm saying, listen, if you ever touched any kind of money, you have some kind of money, I'm saying you understand what's going on here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Money rules the world. And that's what a lot of females believe.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's accurate.
Yeah,
that's accurate. Yeah, money kind of make everything for women that that want to be taken care of. Money is, you know what I'm saying. But for women that don't necessarily want to be cradled, if they don't want to be cradled by the money and they want to be able to do things at their own recognizance, then they thinking, oh, I need to get my own money. So even though money still does rule, right? Now, the breakdown on how the money, from the point of view from how, an independent woman is going to utilize that money versus a woman who is married with 4 or 5 kids and her husband makes, $600,000-700,000 a year, and she's bringing in maybe like $70,000-80,000 a year from a small, part-time job that she does, or even a small business that she may have started.
It's like this, right? When given the opportunity that has never been presented to you, you don't really know how. You can't say how you gonna react to that opportunity until you face with the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just here hypothetically talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so now if said female, you put set amount of money in front of her or whatever, we don't know what's gonna happen. That's just that's an equation that's a hypothetical, right or wrong.
Right.
We could do that. We could do that all night. You know what I mean? And then I'm saying we could get people on here that could give you stories, candid stories about, the articulation of moving and shaking with that paper.
Yeah, okay.
You feel me?
This guy over here.
Listen, man.
Take that fucking bucket hat off, man.
What we talking about,
so we
huh?
can see your face. Lower your mic down. Lower your mic down.
No, stop touching my mic, man. Get out of here.
We can see you.
Huh?
You over here looking like
brushing my beard.
Cake Life
I'm
action hero.
Out. Huh? I put in a full day's work. You can't tell me nothing.
Right over here, man.
Huh?
So what happens when you graduate from the streets. When you get a job, you be like, yeah, I got a job. Yeah. I'm happy for my brother right here. Yeah. Definitely is. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely Ims.
Yeah.
Happily for you, my brother. You feel me? But so we're gonna get right back to you. We're gonna come back with Hannah K. She gonna chop it up with us.
Boom. Yeah.
Cake Life, Capo, Eames, we back at it again. Y'all know what it is. We can't lose.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Cake Life Googs, my man Wildlife Magic Mo, and we got a special guest in the building, Miss Hannah K.
Hello.
How you doing, Miss Hannah K?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
You're not nervous tonight, right?
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to be nervous.
I'm good.
All right. As long as you're not nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no reason to really be nervous tonight. Thank you for taking the time to come out. Oh, okay, all right. You know, they always telling me, everybody always telling me, say, you ain't speaking in the mic, Mo. You know, like I said, I do speak a little low. I'm working on it. Yeah, we happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
We definitely want to know a little bit more about your how can I say it? Should I say hair care line or should I say like
how should
I say it?
I have licensed in cosmetology, right? So
Okay.
I'm a licensed cosmetologist who as a second career I got into healthcare.
Okay.
But it's still in my heart, like my passion, hair and hair care. So I have always had a lot of hair. And when I got older, I just decided one day to kind of like cut it off.
Yeah.
Just shave it all off.
Just people just cutting they
just shaved it off.
Just cut it.
But, you know, I went from relaxed hair to natural hair just like instantly, you know.
Okay.
And my scalp started itching. And my mother is very much into like natural stuff.
Okay.
So I just kind of came up, this was years ago, just kind of came up with oil just to kind of help relieve the itch and everything. And fast forward a couple of years later, I'm in healthcare, and I would always get comments on my hair, and people would say like, you cut it off but it kind of grows back so fast and it looks shiny, and it, you know, like, what do you do? And I'm like,
keeping it shimmering nice and
you know,
greased up looking.
I didn't really do too much. Like, I would just kind of make oil and put it in my hair. And it wasn't all the time. It would just be when I would need it and stuff. And I just, you know, talking to people, giving me the idea, like, you should make that. People asking me, oh, well, can you make me some? And, you know, I developed the formula, trial and error, and I would give it out as samples. And just wait for feedback and work on, you know, improving it based on the feedback that I got. And like a lot of people during the pandemic, we had a lot of time on our hands. And even though I was in healthcare, the department I was in was kind of slow. So I just said, you know what better time than now to fast forward, create a business. And that's where I got Hannah K. I love it. People, I've gotten amazing feedback. I see your beard looking like something. And that's kind of how I started. I'm still starting. I still feel like I'm in the baby stages, the beginning stages, you know. There's a lot that I don't know that I'm learning on the way. But I know where I want to be.
Right.
And I know that as long as I stay focused and keep going, I'll get to where I want to be, regardless of what I don't know now.
So where do you want to be?
Right.
In stores. I want to be in Sephora.
Okay, yeah, yo.
Sephora.
Right. That's definitely a big name company right
tap
there.
in.
Yeah, Sephora. We definitely gonna need Hannah K. We want to see Hannah K up. You know what I'm saying? We going. Yeah. We definitely.
Where can they get Hannah K now?
So you can order on my website. I have a website. It's hannahkbeauty.com. That's HANNAHK beauty BEAUTY.com.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I heard it.
All right, so I got a couple questions. I got some questions for you.
Oh, here we go.
What inspired you? This is always a big question for me. What inspired you to really want to take on, the beauty business besides you just going to school for it and whatnot? What made you say, all right, I'm going to start this business, and you know what I'm saying? Like what
Well, to be honest, what inspired me was other people. Other people, like I said, saying that they liked it, appreciated it, could use it, that they saw an improvement. People believing that it was something that I could do. It wasn't something that I was thinking of doing, honestly, but having people kind of seeing something that I maybe didn't necessarily see in myself at the time, telling me go for it. Like, no, you could do this. You should do this. Like, why? Basically, like, why wouldn't you do it?
Right.
And I, just thinking about it, like, they're right. Like, why wouldn't I? I have a little bit of knowledge. Right. At that time, I had the time to invest. So why not?
What is it? Like, what does it take? Like to really, like what does it take to start up a
research?
Research. It takes research.
Research. I knew absolutely nothing.
So what were like some of the first things that you had to?
Well, I had a product, not a service, right? So I had to differentiate between the two, and then that depends on how you market. I have a product, not a service. So I had to look at it as, a consumer's standpoint, right? Because yes, I've created a product that I want to put out there, but I'm also a person who buys things. So I had to look at it from a person who's buying something. What do I want? What do I want to buy? What is it that's gonna make me want this? You know what I mean? And I had to figure out how am I gonna put this out there that it's useful, that a person can use this and would want to use this. So I took research.
Right.
In the beginning, you have to figure out everything. It takes time. It takes dedication. It takes focus. A lot of people have ideas, but it takes a lot to actually sit down for hours at a time and write those ideas on paper.
Yeah.
Cross them out, scribble them out.
Structure. You gotta have structure. You gotta be ready for structure.
And it's research. You try to find people who are doing the same things you're doing. Try to get as much information as you can. Look, social media, the internet, networking. The internet is a wonderful tool. It can be crazy, but it can be a wonderful tool. You can find anything you want to find out on the internet. It may take time, but you can do it.
It'll lead you somewhere in the neighborhood.
Somewhere, you know what I mean? And then trial and error, but it's research. Like, I really had to do the research.
Let me ask you something then, right? So what's your target market then? Like who, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you say Sephora, right? But what, you know what I'm saying? Like how?
So of course, people who are focused on their, physical health and well-being, right? Because that can be men or women.
Right.
But my target audience is an individual who is possibly having scalp condition issues, right? Like dry scalp, itchy scalp. I've gotten feedback from people who have had eczema or certain psoriasis, and told me like, oh, it's helped me, So I want to help people like that. Like for me, that's why I did it, right? Like I was having, my scalp was like itching because I had not been used to not having a perm. My hair's growing out curly, right? Like it's a different texture.
No perm. You heard that, right? No perm.
But anybody can use it. Relaxed hair can use it as well. But I had an issue and I needed something to help calm my scalp. And so I want, people who feel like they're having issues. I'm not a doctor, right? Like, so I'm not saying that this is a cure, but this is something that has helped me I want to put out. You just saying
you've seen it work.
Right.
Yeah, and it works for you.
It works for me, and it's worked for people out, and I've gotten feedback from.
Right. So, yeah, that's dope. Would you, how does it feel on your, how does it feel on your skin, T, when you put it on you?
Yeah, clean, man. It's clean. It's not really too heavy. It's not really too oily.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm saying if you put a lot in your hand, it'll
like
be
anything.
oily.
Right.
If you only put a drop or two, I'm saying it's really light.
I'm talking like I ain't used it. I didn't use it before. You know what I'm saying? The waves ain't all spinning. They gone right now.
Haircut time.
We're gonna bring them back when the time is right.
I'm telling you drop a couple drops on that. I'm telling you, thing's gleaming.
Your thing gonna be spicy. It's gonna be nice, and you know what I'm saying. Gonna be glistening and all that. You're gonna be looking nice in the sun.
So I know you've used it. You have a beard. I want to ask you a question. Do you ever get ingrown hairs? And if you have you felt like using it has helped?
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all the effect, how it feels on my skin and why I like it, right? So, when I put it on my skin, right?
And it's a scalp oil, guys. I'm not saying it's for skin, but
I'm gonna tell you. Listen. I'm gonna tell you. Listen,
because for your scalp.
I kind of know what. Oils and, I know what essential oils do for the body. I kind of know what they do. So when I read the back of it and I see the oils that are in it, the contents, the first thing I see when I see tea tree oil, I think, what is it, disinfectant, antifungal. What are some of the other properties?
Lavender. Well, we have lavender oil. It's
all right. Okay, so yeah, we got you got different oils in the you got different oils in it. But what I feel when I put it on my skin, because I rub it on my face. I put it on my face. It feels like it's exfoliating my skin throughout the for the first 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's exfoliating because the tea tree oil is kind of like bright, but it's not too much because I have actually put tea tree oil on my skin before without.
It's burned.
And it's burnt my skin. You know what I'm saying? I had like burn, you know what I'm saying? Like mess up the, it give you little discoloration marks if you
That's
put
part
too
of the
much.
research I put into creating my formula.
Yeah, so you whatever you did to, I guess, to counteract, the tea tree oil from really burning up your skin and, that feels good. I like I like how it makes, my skin feel. And it definitely, when I have like ingrown hairs or I get like a dry spot, or even if I'm getting like I'm gonna tell you when I get out the shower, I put a little couple drips in the baby oil and in the lotion. I mix it all in. I rub it all over me. I'm a little kind of hairy, just a little bit. I put it all. Knock it off, man. Pause, right? Pause. I said pause, right?
Easy, killer.
I said pause.
Somebody
knock
stop
it off.
this guy.
All right.
Hold on, man.
I said pause.
Well, we see
we got somebody at the door, man. Who we got at the door, man?
Nobody.
We got somebody at the door, man. So we got at the door. It's cold outside. Coming and interrupting the show and all that. We gotta make sure. Yeah. I definitely like the oil.
Mo
and
just
I
got out the shower on set. This nigga's
y'all.
Listen. How did we go from putting oil on your face to you getting out the shower, my nigga? How did we do that?
I'm just saying because it's a scalp oil, and but I want to let people know I do rub the oil all over. You know what I'm saying? It definitely works for me.
Schmoly.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? What's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm good.
You came to stop by the show?
I came to see him, but listen, I don't ever want to interrupt.
Yeah.
You know that.
This is my guy right
I'll
here.
bring a different flavor.
This is my guy. It's my guy from Limo Talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Limo Talk.
Shout out to Limo Talk.
Make sure y'all go check them out. All right.
When you come back in to see me, well, listen.
We go. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. So definitely go and get you a bottle of the Hannah K scalp oil. It's definitely it feels good on your skin. It's really light, like you said earlier. You can actually feel the effects of it.
Yeah.
And you notice the effects too.
This is
later.
my real bottle right here. This is mine. This was at my crib. I brought this.
Matter of fact,
I brought this here with me.
Let me get a little bit of that.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah. Because it's a little expensive. I ain't gonna lie. Bloop. That's enough, man.
Only 3 drops.
This stuff's strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. What's it like $65 a bottle for this?
No,
right
we
here?
working. Currently it's at 43. But
43. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Cause I remember that thing was. That thing was high. You had that in the store on Bleecker Street for a little minute, right?
What's this thing right here? Back scratcher?
So it's a scalp massager. So you get a complimentary scalp massager when you purchase.
Oh, you wildin'.
Oh, so actually, I get my Henny K oil and then, I put it on my back and then I get my back scratcher and I rub it in like this guy.
I'm saying you was getting out the shower. I figured it more, man. Like,
you ready for me? This thing, it smells good too. I'm trying to get as, you know what I'm saying? I mix it with the Chanel and all that. You know what I'm saying? I mix it with the Chanel. Feel me? A little bit of the, Christian, the Sauvage and the Chanel with a little bit of the Henny K. Rub that on. Boop, 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 boop. You get the shine. You get the, but the Henny K a little strong. So, that tea tree oil will definitely, if you got any other smells on, you want to put that on first. You want to put the Henny K on first.
It's not a perfume.
I know that, but it's strong. It smells good. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put this on first. You want to let that sit for at least 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? This is an advertisement, a promo. Correctly. You want to let that thing sit for a little minute.
Say that.
15 minutes, then spray on your cologne because that tea tree oil is strong and it's natural.
You gotta let it quiet down a little bit.
It's loud. Yeah. It's loud. It's loud on the oil. You know what I'm saying? It's strong. It feel good. You're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get it in your eye. It's gonna burn. Don't get it in your eye. Yeah.
Yo, here how you coming out the crib smelling like Pledge, man. It's swelling right now.
Pledge? Oh my god.
Yo, nah. Once it dial down, it's good though. I'm telling you, man. Like that tea tree oil. Strong, bro.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, we definitely now I had a little question. I had a little couple, because I was talking about some stuff earlier, right? I was talking about some things earlier, and maybe I could ask you this question. What you think about that word what's that word again, T? See this?
Submission,
right? Because I was about to say another one, right? Right. So how you feel about that word, Miss Hannah? You know what I'm saying? Wait, before I get into this.
Thanks for stealing my question.
Right, whatever. Anyway, this is my show, right? Like I said, right? So, what you think about that word, right?
Yeah.
So, this is my topic. I kind of asked a couple of people, I was very interested in what people had to say behind it. And it wasn't a right or wrong answer. It was more so I wanted to hear the answers because I wanted to hear the words people use.
Yeah. Right.
So I asked a couple of men and females, right? And initially the first couple of guys I asked just went straight into control. Like that's a guy wanting to control.
Put on these damn cuffs. Man. Don't move.
And
cook my dinner, but don't leave the house at all. So basically, that's what you're saying.
Well, that's what they answered. They said, "Oh, it's a form of control."
What's up, my brother? Oh, you leaving?
We got a formal invite from
Hannah.
Introduce yourself. Say hello, please. Slide over. Yeah. Come on to the camera. Introduce yourself.
Take over your show.
You got 60. You got 120 seconds. Right? Come on.
2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes. Right?
So these are my boys. Hi, I'm Anthony.
Hannah.
Hi, how are you, Hannah? How's everything?
Good.
These are good guys.
They're
I got
crazy.
a stupid show on at 9 o'clock on Sunday nights, but this show's much better.
What's up? What's up, Cake? What's up, Walla?
How you doing, man?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
What's the subject?
The subject today is
submission.
Talking to the mic. Don't you
gotta
learn? You gotta talk to the mic.
You gotta be careful with this guy. He got jokes, you know.
No. Listen, my show, Hannah. You can talk anything. You can curse. You can talk anything you want. These guys are a little bit more classy, much more classier than me. What are you guys doing? What are you laughing?
Because I don't know I don't know if you got a joke. So, but I know you're a serious guy. It's a serious guy right here.
No.
We gotta get him a Yankee hat.
So why don't we all get together and we either go to a Yankee game or a Met game and we hang out? Hannah, what do you do for a living, by the way?
I'm in healthcare.
Are you? Is that all the stuff that you're selling right there?
Yeah, I'm also an entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah? All right. You might want to come on Limo Talk. Oh, look, it's in your name.
Yes.
NK Beauty.
What?
That's what I said.
He's
got to bring the mic.
This guy's
I thought this
wild.
was your show.
I'm going to teach you
no etiquette, Bobby.
You know,
No etiquette.
Hannah, I've been doing this for 12 years. I'm one of the originals on Long Island. No crap. All right? I built a podcast studio at a comedy club. Come over here now. Took this place over. Bobby doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Here's what I will tell you to do. You send me some of that stuff and come out. We'll be friends. Send it to me. Bring it in if you want on a Sunday night, and I'll do the same thing that they're doing for you.
Definitely.
Even leave it here. Put it in the back, and then I'll do it
Definitely.
on a Sunday night because I know we'll make fun of it, but we'll have fun, and I guarantee you
Definitely.
somebody will buy something. I promise.
Absolutely.
If
Thank
nobody buys anything, I'll buy something.
Thank
All right?
you. Yes.
Do you want me off, Walker? Do you want me off?
He
Okay,
want
do you want me off? Or you want me to
the
stay?
spot back.
We gotta get back to the show. No, it ain't about.
I don't want you to
Knock
go
it
back
off,
to the
G.
show. I'll
No,
talk
we gonna
about.
get back to the show because we got a topic that we got to get into.
All right.
And we need Miss Hannah K's
Hannah, I'll sell you stuff. Don't worry. All right. I'm leaving.
undivided attention. All right, my friend, appreciate you. Thank you, bro. You too, man. All right, yeah, that's I'm just gonna say Limo Talk. Tune in.
Limo Talk. That's Limo Talk, y'all.
Yes.
Tune in.
What time?
9:15, 9:30. If I beat the traffic, and we go to about 11 until Bobby wants to kick us.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
on
these guys
Sunday.
go all night.
On Sunday.
Sunday, 9 p.m.
I
T,
don't
come
even
on.
be knowing my own days.
It was Sunday,
I'm gonna
T.
know
Come on,
yours.
remember.
You look good, by the way.
Thank you. I
He
appreciate
got the Hannah K on. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yo, I put.
Cake like beach hats.
You see me?
You see,
see
I
me?
told you.
Now we gotta go to the
got
beach this
skipper
summer,
on
too, man.
today.
I need to go to the beach in the summer.
Whatever segment that you don't have on there, you come on with us.
Limo talk.
Yeah, Limo Talk. You better be ready. Tune
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Sunday nights.
Limo talk.
Long Island TV.
Huh?
All right.
You already know what
9
it is.
p.m.
Okay, all right.
So,
back to Hannah
back
K,
to Hannah
man.
K.
Back to Hannah
So-
K.
Chapman, we need that answer for that question.
All right, so initially, like I said, the first few guys that I asked said control. When I asked a few women associated submission with like catering to
Right.
their man.
Right.
So it made me wonder, like, is there a disconnect between what males think a woman's submissive, being submissive should be versus like what a woman's idea of that? And basically it all comes down to like what you guys were saying earlier, communication, right?
Right.
Because the word like submissive or to submit is basically like
Yeah.
giving up power to
Yeah,
someone else
yeah, I
or
get
something
it.
else,
I get
right?
it. Yeah,
So
it could be a little
so when
spicy.
the men say control, it's kind of like
That's a scary word in some around some women.
right, because some women look at it as control, like
Yeah.
like those first initial men told me.
Yeah.
But then you have women who look at it as catering to, wanting to please their partner.
Yeah.
However, whatever their partner likes, but wanting to please them. It's not necessarily.
Most situations is most of those situations are financial. Like
No, the women I asked are financially stable on their own.
Yeah.
It was more so having a partner that they love, that they respect, that treats them well. So they want to please them, right? They want to make sure they're not hungry.
it. I
They want to
understand.
make sure, they have their favorite TV show on when they come home if, they're a good partner for them. It's not taking away
That's
their
fine.
voice. It's not taking away their power. It's not being controlled, but it's having this mutual understanding that, you make me feel this way and I feel good making you feel this way. I want to make you feel this way.
Right.
So that was most of the females' idea of submission, But when you look at the word, what it means, it does mean basically kind of like giving away your power or having your power
control.
taken away, in different situations. So
I agree.
I think the biggest thing is to
you like
find
that.
out like what the man means, like if you're in a relationship, what you mean by saying submissive versus what the woman means by like, oh, okay, I'm willing to be submissive, right? So what does they have to come to understanding that what does this mean for me and what does this mean for you?
Uh-huh.
And can that work?
And I'm so I'm saying, what if it's one thing now and then a month from now it's something else, and a month from now, you know what I'm saying? Things grow or they don't.
Right. I mean, that's between, that's the constant communication, right? And the constant, open communication within that particular relationship that they have to work on. One of the other things that kind of piggyback off of being submissive, right? Because actually it was one person only who happened to be a female who, when she heard, I want my partner to be submissive, she initially thought bedroom. Right? Like she okay. But she was the only one, she was the only person who said that, so like that's what I'm saying. Like people and their vocabulary, like people use words or have an idea of what words mean or what they mean to them.
That's kind of like I'm saying. That really I'm like submissive. It really don't go together in relationships in my world. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's more so like compromise, right? Like, because being submissive kind of sometimes people put a negative connotation to it because you're taking away someone's power, right? Or you're giving away someone's power, and you don't want to feel like you have no control over yourself.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, so, but in certain circumstances, you kind of have to, if you don't know something about something and your partner knows, and that you trust in this person that the decision they're gonna make is gonna benefit you guys as a whole, you gotta let them do them. Especially if you don't know, right? Like you kind of like, well, you know what? I am giving away my power in this because I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't want to mess it up, so I'm gonna let you. That's part of leading. That's where it piggyback off of like, quote unquote, the male is supposed to lead. But what does that mean too, right? Can't like in a situation like that, can't anybody lead, right? If you are building together as a unit, and I happen to be a female who maybe I'm teaching you about hair care, right? And I'm like, this is the business that's gonna make us millionaires, right? And I know more about it than you do. Why would I not? Why wouldn't you want me to take the lead and go for it, right? Like, why would you want to hold me back from something that I feel like, this is gonna make us get to where we want to be as a unit?
Gonna get us a couple.
Those roles
dollars.
should be interchangeable for
can I
a healthy relationship, but that all depends on the person's concept of what leading.
Can I add to that? So let me say something, right? So this is the thing on that, right? With guys, how we feel about like what you want to do, like we'll support you, do whatever you gotta do, but as long as that don't come into, like affecting, what happens in the house, like, that you cleaning the house.
We not really understanding what you trying to say. Like, right. What you trying to say, man?
Yo, don't play with me, B. All right?
Because if a person's got a goal that's gonna benefit you both long term,
listen.
You can't pitch in and do those things.
Hold on. Let me say something. Right? Because this is right. So most women, right?
Don't speak for most women.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say what I think then, right? In my opinion, right? I think that the problem is that women have to still say, okay, I need a man, right?
Thank God that's an opinion and not a fact.
Okay, so we know. So now, okay, I ain't going. Hold on. I let you talk, right? I let you talk. What you mean you don't need us? That's asinine. We need each other because if you didn't, hold on.
I agree. I totally agree.
Now hold on. I know you agree.
Go ahead, get him, Mo. Go ahead, Mo.
Say is, knock it off, man. What I'm trying to say is that we gotta have an understanding, right? And usually, if the man is the breadwinner, and he's bringing in the higher amount of money,
what if he not
right?
though?
Knock it off, man. I don't need to be devil's advocate.
I'm just saying.
Hold
like,
on, we gonna
that's
get
what
there.
She was trying to say.
Hold on.
Like, cause I want to know. That
okay.
I really wanted to know.
Okay.
Because that's really a pride thing. Like at the end of the day, I deal with that too. You know what I'm saying? It's like if my lady is making more money than me, I'm saying.
I'm not
talk
saying
about that. No,
But
just say what it is. If she's making more money than you.
No, I'm not talking. Listen,
a better leader or not? 'Cause
I'm not talking.
Some people come home with the money and just put the check on the table, and the other partner
don't even know what to do with
it. Is budgeting,
Listen,
paying the bills, is
actual
directing.
factual.
Your
Really
my audience, y'all see what happens when you don't listen to the person when they when they don't let you answer, when they don't let you get to the point. See, this is why communication is important, right?
Take the stage.
Like I said, right? Like I said, my brother and sister, right? If a man needs a woman and a woman needs a man, then that means somebody has a compromise, right? And in today's society, right, men are still making more money than women, right? If a woman makes $50,000 in the same industry, a man makes 100,000 or 120,000, right? Now we could keep going on and on about that, but it's gonna keep showing us the same stats, right? So what I'm saying is this: if the numbers still outweigh the fact that excuse me, that women don't make as much as men, but women still want to be able to have good relationships and have relationships with men that make more money than them, because that's mostly what women want. You know, they want somebody that's going to, you know, for the most part, be able to handle the bills, or him to be able to help them, you know, if they got a goal in life and they want to do something, that they're actually able to help them and still pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? And then live a harmonious life. Even if the wife has to work.
I think that's a tax bracket that none of us is in. So
it doesn't matter if we in it. It doesn't matter if we in it. This is the ideology and the how the thought process. So even if we not in that thought in that tax bracket, people think like that. So they get in relationships and people make $40,000.
Right. So now realistically. Within
realistically, this is realistic.
Yeah, but realistically, within the people that we dealing with in the tax bracket that we dealing with, right? Majority of the women currently are making more money than the men.
Okay, and in
but
the hood.
but I feel like I said, being able to pay bills or pay all the bills does not equate someone to be a good leader.
That's not what I said. I never said that.
And that doesn't necessarily like equate to a harmonious, like, you know, because if you making more money and I don't make as much money, but you treating me like crap, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't necessarily feel like
right, but
I should deal with that, right? But that's not being a good leader either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When women don't want to be quote unquote submissive or catered to, or, you know, feel lesser than or have less power in a relationship to somebody who's going to treat them like crap just because they have more money, right? Like,
of course.
I think part of being a good leader, whether you're a male or a woman, is making the best decisions that are going to benefit you as a unit. And a lot of times that can just be who maybe is the most intellectual, right? Or it depends on what that unit needs.
Situation is what the situation.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, one person may have the money, but they don't have the ability to direct where the money goes, or they don't really want to handle that. You know, it's just like, here, I'll work, I'll do this, come home and you take care of everything. Who's really the leader in that situation, right? Like, the other partner is carrying the house and the home.
I get it. I totally understand. I understand your point of view, right? But still, at the end of the day, it's even what you said, right, where most of the people that we deal with, right, or the people that we may know, or some of the people you may know, or I may know, or T may know, certain people ain't in certain tax brackets. We know some people from the hood, you know what I'm saying, whatnot. So what I'm trying to say is that even though they from the hood, you know, because we all from the hood at the end of the day, you know, the hood. You know what we mean when we say that. Even though we all from the hood and all that, at the end of the day, it's like
I live in the suburbs.
I can never get it. They never gonna let me get the whole shit out.
Tweaking right now.
It ain't
You know I'm long winded.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, like the mentality is not going to change. And even though with the point I really wanted to touch on was like men still make more money when they get jobs after a certain age. They still make more money than the women. It doesn't, no matter what part of any neighborhood. So even though you say that, and I could use somebody, right?
So all right, but you equating finance to what then?
What I'm saying is, right? Because you made a point. You said that most men.
I ain't say most.
You said in the hood, most women are making more money than the men right now, right?
In a certain
I
bracket.
Said in a certain tax bracket.
In certain tax brackets, right? But we know what that means. That's in the hood. Don't beat around the bush. We know. Get out of here. We know what you're talking about. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I had the ping pong real fast. So what I'm trying to say is, right? That's still inaccurate. That's still an inaccurate statement when you look at the stats.
But what I'm asking you saying, what I'm saying is inaccurate.
I'm saying is men still make more money than women. At the end of the day, all the women want the same type of dude. They want the dude that got some money that they don't gotta be like, oh, I gotta help him. I gotta do nothing. I just want to be taken on a trip one time. Well, I gotta take this nigga out to eat on his birthday. Why I bought him a PlayStation?
This nigga here on the couch with the remote control, telling your kids what to do.
You understand? I seen motherfuckers go through that, and it's a little wicked. So, but then when they, now at this point in their lives, because this was 15 years ago. Now at this point in their lives, they hold the cards.
They choosing better now, huh?
It's not even that they choosing better. They hold the cards because they have a reliable. Have reliable income, or they have made or accumulated. We're not going to say nobody on.
No. I'm saying you saying the males or the
the males. The males. Some of the guys that I know have accumulated certain amounts of money and have leveled up to certain places in life where now they don't have to. They don't gotta live with they chick that's on Section 8 for 3-4 years just because. You know what I'm saying? Just because they.
But what does that have to do with being leading or?
No, I'm not talking about you. Y'all was
chatting sometimes.
I'm chatting. But what I'm saying, I'm not talking about leading. I mean, a great leader at the end of the day comes to somebody who can communicate with the people that they trying to, give direction to. That's a great leader. Somebody who can
HannahKBeauty.com.
Yeah, HannahKBeauty.com. Anyway, like I said, she want to know what a good male leader is, right? Cool.
I just said what does it mean?
We don't even have enough time for you to tell them what you
I read
believe
right
that
through the
is.
lines. I'm reading through the lines, right? So anyway, like I said, 'cause we got like 3 minutes left, right? So I gotta get this out real fast, right? At the end of the day, this is a man's world, right?
This is a man's.
If women wanna, you know what I'm saying, like y'all gotta, really colored women. If y'all really want to get along and have better relationships, boom, right to it. If y'all want to get along with y'all man a little more, y'all gotta be a little more cooperative. That's all I want to say. I don't got nothing else to say really about that because I got a lot of beautiful black women that I know that are very intellectual, that are leaders, that are entrepreneurs.
Now you gonna hit them with the honey, huh?
Nah. They real serious women. They really important to their families and to their towns and their villages, and I respect them to to the fullest. And they have helped their communities by instilling information into the youth and things of that nature. So I have nothing against black women. I think they're the strongest women on the planet, but. When it comes to us getting along, as black men and black women, we still got a lot of bumps in the road because I think communication, but
open, honest.
But also it's a power struggle. It's a power struggle
because we don't know the meaning of the words that we use to communicate.
Absolutely, I think that's You did touch on that in a previous conversation.
If we learn to use the words that mean exactly what it is we're trying to say, as opposed to just throwing stuff.
Yeah, you can't use the word submit. Submit. Put on these. Put this goddamn.
Put this dress on.
Put on this. No,
that's partly like partly.
What do they put it on?
But look, that goes into, like I said, with being an entrepreneur. You know, I had to do the research. It means I had to read, I had to write, you know, and that gives you knowledge on so many things. So that's important. And I think more of us need to, you know, really spend time reading and writing and
education.
learning.
Education is a beautiful
and learning how
thing.
to communicate, learning how to express.
Articulation.
Articulate. Look up use a thesaurus, use a dictionary.
Yeah, Black people start teaching your kids again. You know, like my mother used to be like, she said, "Give me this book." I'd be like, "What is this?" She'd be like, "This is a thesaurus. You should read this." I'm not. And then she come with the dictionary. Like, here, read the dictionary too. Like. I'm like, lady, that's a lot of words.
You already know what it is. Cake Life the Movement, www.cakelifegoogs.com.
Down. We got about a minute left,
chill, relax yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. We about to get out of here. Don't want a little bit.
We appreciate you.
We definitely had a great guest tonight.
We had a great time.
Yeah, I had a good time tonight.
Yeah, we got to learn some new things about you.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all I got to learn some new things about Walla and how he used my oil.
He just took your whole lineup, right? He took your whole lineup and ran with it like it was his.
I'm saying though,
that was cool.
It works. It's a good oil. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I'm hairy, so I put it. I got hair all over, so I put it all over.
But I appreciate y'all.
I don't put it everywhere because like I said, it's tea tree oil. You know what I'm saying? That thing, like that. It could be like Bengay.
Make sure y'all go get that Hannah K.
Burn you up, wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be.
That's where you need to be, huh?
Yeah. Go get you a bottle of Hannah K.
Nourishing scalp oil.
You know what I'm saying?
And open up more dialect. Have more conversations. Have the hard conversations. Ask questions.
That's what we doing over here at what? Come on, man.
What we talking about? Money, what we talking about?
Brushing his hair and all that, man.
I'm whopping over here, man. Hey, tune in next week, man. I love y'all, man.
We're going to have somebody special.
HannahKBeauty.com.
They're going to have us tasting some of their products. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there. Peace!
Yeah. Until next time, we love y'all.